Houston Astros. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about set to go. Starting on the mound in this one, Hayden Wesneski. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Late on that fastball.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Nolan Schanuel stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And that one a little bit high. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. Angels retired. 1-2-3. Angels held in check. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. And on the hill, Tyler Anderson.
He's had his ups and downs in his career, as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Bottom of the first. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. There's a strike. Pena, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one not close, and it's a ball and a strike. And a foul ball. Pena tries to hold up, appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Owns a 10-game hitting streak right now, and this is where it starts to get fun.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 up, 2 down.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Yordan Alvarez to the right side. Throws to first, and they get the out on Alvarez. And the Astros put down in order. Astros are down quietly. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Jorge Soler. Wesneski back to work. Hit on the ground to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely. Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Next pitch, not close, up high. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So up next, Logan O'Hoppe.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
And he takes the strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
And
ball
takes
one.
low for ball one. Soler stands at first with one out. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. And that's outside.
That's out.
Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one hit is all they get. Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. That's in there. 0-1. Altuve with a homer in his last game. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Rengifo on the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out. Isaac Paredes digs in now. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. This one in the air. Moncada moving under this one. 2 away now. And now it's Christian Walker.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Right through there for a strike. Moncada matched a homer in his last game.
Now they show drama box. Like una novela.
Oh boy.
Y a veces son asiáticas.
And that is out of play.
The little girl, yeah, they're all Chinese. No, this is Japanese.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's Joe Adell. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a foul out of play. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Goes down looking. So digging in, Zach Neto led off the game with a strikeout. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
McCormick makes the play, and it's out number 3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here at Dyken Park, bottom of the inning. Now here is Yainer Diaz. In there at the knees.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
Next offering upstairs. In there at the knees for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. And the first offering is not close. Anderson, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a sinker, and he works in a slider. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Adell going after it. And there's 2 away. And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1. Fouled off left side. 2 out, space is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And downstairs.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Can't lose, ball.
Sia strikes him out for the second time today. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. No score.
That's a great routine.
On to the 4th, and now Nolan Shanuel.
Wow.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
You know, these Angels just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
That's to third, and that's a fair ball.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Go ahead run on base. So in now for the Angels, Mike Trout. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And that one is in the dirt. And it's 1-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
2 strikes.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Nope. Outside.
And down on strikes he goes, making 7 strikeouts for him.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out.
That's all she does.
What we're seeing here.
Soler stands in now, looks at that one inside.
She spends
4th inning underway, no score. That's inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Nope.
And
inside.
another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. On the ground to short, could be 2. There's 1 to Walker, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. On now to the bottom of the 4th. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one missed. Dubon, 30 years old now. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Ward makes the play, and there's 1 down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That's down and in. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
3-2.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And that's ball 4.
I don't think you really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Ground ball to first, could be 2. Neto for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. We're headed to the 5th. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Wisniewski back to work. Ball
Off
one
the plate,
there.
ball one.
You know, these Angels need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And a breaking
Outside,
ball
that's the
misses
ball.
outside.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
2 balls, 2 strikes. We got a full count.
And in through the swing, it's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. His first at bat was a strikeout. And there's a ball.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Little chopper rolls foul. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a base hit.
I end up getting more once I blow dry it. Because I was showing you.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always
Oh,
feel
that's out.
great.
Rengifo in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Did it dry a little bit?
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Here is Yohan Moncada. Going away.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Fought off foul. 1st and 3rd, 1 down. That missed by a lot. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's towards center. Dubon in position. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from 3rd. To the plate. Save. On the board first. It's 1-zip.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at 3rd, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. They stopped the lead runner at 2nd. Now 2 on with 2 outs. So the batting order turns over. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
I cut, but I'm more careful.
And that one clips the corner. Rengifo, the lead runner out at 2nd. Adell at 1st, 2 out of the inning. And that one fouled off. And that's in the dirt. And it's 1-2.
When you blow dry, you can go on the field. You don't like it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 1 and the Astros nothing.
have to, like...
Back here in Houston, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Isaac Paredes. There's the strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Hit in the air out to center field. Brings it in. And there's one down. Christian Walker will hit next. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that one hops the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
He was all over that one. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now Yainer Diaz. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Tying run in scoring position. Last half of inning number 5. That one missed. Slice the other way and foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand it.
And this ball gets down. It's a hit. Coming home. He scores, and the Astros tie it up.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you, just got to battle.
So next up for Houston, Brendan Rodgers. Just missed. And another ball.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
That's ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Diaz up to third on the wild pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
In the dirt. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one missing low.
Wow.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Late swing, fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Moncada. Rengifo for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League. All set for the top of the 6th. Now it's going to be Nolan Schanuel. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Brian Abreu up and throwing. King, a left-hander, also throwing. Right through there for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
I mean, ready to...
Next pitch is outside. Slapped foul.
I don't know.
Got him looking. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. Manager out of the dugout. On the mound now, Taylor Scott.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Trout up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Next pitch
Ahí viene
for a
ahora,
strike.
falla.
2-1 now.
Well, that's really the
Just
money
because you
spot,
sit
down
on
and
the
away.
phone.
If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. On the warning track. And hauls it in. Jorge Soler up at the plate. 1 for 2. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And this is inside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And there's a
2-2
ball.
the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Three and 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Outside low, ball 1.
Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing.
That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots, or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Now the batter now, Mauricio Dubon. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on, belted. Raging back towards the wall. And it's off the wall. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now. Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Tyler Anderson won't go any further. Daddy's Chase Silseth on the pitch here. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Next to hit, Yordan Alvarez. And that's downstairs and outside. A free pass coming with nobody out, and the runner at second. Looks like they're shooting for the double play. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
First and second here, no outs. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Rengifo for 1, over to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. And another ball. Up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
picks himself up an RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now, Christian Walker. That one misses. 1-0.
It's first from here, from the top.
On the ground to third. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. To third, tag, got it.
That's heads-up play right there. The outfielder knowing he has no shot at the runner at home, so comes up trying to cut that runner off at third and does a really nice job. Got to appreciate that.
Diaz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Check swing. Went around. 0-2.
0-2.
Walker, the runner at first with 2 gone.
1 ball.
That misses.
2 strikes.
And the count is 1-2. On the ground. Neto. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brian Abreu. He last pitched 2 days ago. So digging in, Taylor Ward. Pitch
Ball
misses.
1, no strike.
Ball 1. Abreu, in his 5th season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Not even close there. Now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 strike. That's ball 3.
Ripped into right field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
0-1's the count.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one off the outside edge. Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
That one fouled off.
One ball, 2
This
strikes.
one in the dirt.
And I'm gonna just clean it up on my phone.
Inside, backs him
2
off
strikes.
again.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just misses with that one. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Manager out of the judge. The left-hander on now, Steven Okert. And now Yohan Moncada. Not
Count
close
1-0.
with that one. And that's ball 1. Just missed. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7.
I think so.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That's inside.
That's inside.
And that's ball 3. Joe Adell on deck for the Angels. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Joe. Adele, the next to hit for the Angels. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. That one's upstairs, ball one.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
So bases all loaded up. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And that's in there for strike 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Foul ball, still 0-2. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're beating him. Make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Wow.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make it. Now on the bump, Ryan King. Go-ahead run is at third. And next for L.A., Mike Trout. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it in. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Got him. And we stay tied as the inning ends. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. All even now at 4 apiece. This is Angels baseball on the show, L.A. Kevin Newman into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Brendan Rodgers getting ready to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
There's a strike. And a foul ball. Tied at 4. And now 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Out to short. Whips it across. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
McCormick lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Just missed. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone, and the count's full. One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense.
In the dirt, and no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Pitch misses, and now 3-1.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Chase Silseth out of the game. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, number 86. Alvarez now at the plate as he thought about that one, but held back. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Newman. He'll do it himself. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Nice work from the Angel pen there. 8th inning coming up. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Bennett Sousa. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. The Astros have some action in their pen. Josh Hader, the left-hander, up and throwing. And a count 1-2. The pitch.
That's ball 2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Inside, just missed.
That's a really good take.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Tied at 4. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ground ball up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. So in now for the Angels, Taylor Ward. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's
One
inside.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So 2 down now, and here is Logan O'Hoppe. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Foul ball there. And a good eye there.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
In the air out towards right center. McCormick sizing this one up.
No idea.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the DH, Jose Altuve. And here it comes. Altuve swings and connects deep to left. That's back there. Gone into the Crawford box is a home run. That one's got to feel good. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 5-4. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to the left. Moncada tossed to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. To third, Moncada. Throw to first in time. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Just missed.
That ball went out.
Line drive, and it stays fair. Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Coming home, and they put the tag on him for the out. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Josh Hader.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Moncada swings through it for strike one.
0-1's the count.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
Perfect time. Let me just make sure that everything is moving.
Pitch misses inside. 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Outside low. 2-1.
Just make sure the box is pretty straight.
And that's in for a strike. Ground ball to the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Maybe you could stand up before going down.
And that's a strikeout looking. Angels with only one out left. Now a chance for Joe Adele. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
This here is one. Nice one over the phone, huh? But it's not really so much for love. See this?
I'm allergic to the bad vibes. I'm allergic to the bad mind. I'm allergic to a lazy. They wanna cover my energy. Leave me alone if it's no money. To the problem, I'm the remedy. I'm just chilling, sipping. Observating, I'm the referee. I'm allergic to the silly liar from afar. See I pull up with a mask. Protect myself from Wahala. Who they tryna patronize me? I'm young and I'm lit and I'm free. Hold on, give me a second. Body they run when I sneeze. Allergy, 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 allergy. Mama business like a melon sugar. I'm so kicking like Bukayo Saka. I was so low, but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built from a xeno of light. Deep in the cold, I was really outside. Lord told me read, so I took his advice. I'm blessed, now I can bring visions to life. Organically, I'm a G. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Bouger, bouger, bouger. That chocolate oh body. Darling, if you know up, you cannot get jiggy. Allergy, 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 allergy.
Did it fall off yesterday?
As long as there's so much productive stuff in there.